Hello, my name is Zia. I am a rising freshman for Archbishop Mini High School, and this is my intensive project, the Hexapod. I chose this project because I am very interested in robotics and would love to join the Mini Robotics team and compete. I thought the Hexapod was a great way to get introduced. Now, for my second milestone, I wanted to build a battery holder and program a dance for the Hexapod. Here is the battery holder. It is attached to the hexapod through these standoffs, and the battery is held down by this Velcro strap. And now I shall show you how the dance works. So to program the dance, I made an Arduino sketch using the FNHR library, and then using the functions that came from that library, I was able to manipulate how the hexapod moves so it would resemble a dance. Here is the dance. And that is the whole dance. Anyway, now I'll talk about my journey of making this battery holder. At first, I wanted to make a 3D model, which was just a box to hold this battery here. So that's what I did. But then later I found out that to 3D print it would have required a lot of supports because there were so many overhangs, which meant it would take a very long time to print, and that was completely unnecessary. So I made a second model, which was just a plate that would be put at the bottom of the battery, and then would be Velcro strapped to it, and also had holes so that it could be screwed on. When I showed it to my mentor, Ricky, he said that I could have just cut out the plate and not 3D printed it, as it would have been faster. My first model justified using a 3D printer, but the second one really did not. So that's what I did. I cut this out, drilled some holes into it, and tried to attach it. The first time, it didn't attach very well. It was very hard to install as the holes were deviated a little bit from where the standoffs were. So I made a second plate, and this time it did not fit at all. I later learned that I used a caliper wrong, which is basically just a digital ruler for exact measurements. So the third time around, while cutting out the third plate, I made sure to measure the holes very carefully down to the micrometer in order to make to attach it to the hexapod properly. And that's what happened. It was able to attach properly, as you can see here, and it was very easy to install. After I hot glued a Velcro strap to it, the hexapod was finally able to move around without having to drag this huge battery around. Now, my next step for my final milestone is to add an ultrasound sensor and LCD display so that the hexapod is able to walk around randomly in a room and then determine when to dance depending on the distance it detects. The LCD screen will show the distance as an extra part to it. Thank you for watching.